Okay, today I'll be talking about the 1990s. Everybody has seen the meme, only the 90s kids will understand, followed by a picture of a popular 90s toy or activity which sparks a childhood memory. For example, Tamagotchis were very popular at this time. Only 90s kids will understand the struggle to keep their Tamagotchi alive. The 90s opened the doors to the future. Without the open-mindedness of the 90s, we might not be doing some of the same things that we do today. The 90s was a combination of new inventions as well as new sounds. It was like a snowball rolling down a hill. Once it started, it got bigger and bigger, and there was no stopping it. There were many ways to be entertained in the 90s, and a lot of people turned to music and social media. Patrick Kiger, an acoustic musician, says that rap, along with pop, punk, and country pop, was introduced. We know that the 50s introduced rock and roll, and the 70s introduced disco, but the 90s is prominent for its pop culture. The 90s was an adaptive time as a few new faces showed up to introduce their different tastes in music. Mariah Carey, Britney Spears, Nirvana, Madonna, Backstreet Boys, and many more came along and showed us how the 90s was a unique time, and there will never be anything like it again. Movies were also pretty big in the 90s. According to Tim Dirks, a movie historian, attendance to the theater was very high. Production costs were starting to get extreme, which is why people would go to see these movies. The props were getting better, the pictures were getting better, and the acting was getting better. Some famous movies that were made in the 90s include Pulp Fiction, Titanic, Goodfellas, and The Lion King. And these all came out in the 90s along with a lot of other popular movies. Fashion changed quite a bit in the 90s as well. Girls' fashion, they tended to wear loose-fitting clothes, loose pants, and usually a pretty baggy t-shirt. And along with guys, they used to started wearing hats sideways, backwards, even upside down, anything as long as it wasn't straight. For men's fashion, the grunge look started to become popular. People stopped getting their hair cut, everybody wanted hole-ridden jeans, and everybody got all their clothes from thrift shops. Musicians had a big influence on what young people wore. It is a lot like today. Transitioning into war, many wars were started in the 1990s, which were long overdue. Some of the popular ones that you might have heard of include the Gulf War, the Rwandan Civil War, uprisings in Iraq, the Civil War in Afghanistan, and the Bosnian War. These were influential to the United States because we like to get into everybody's business. We went into some of these wars and picked a side to either help in our benefit or to end the war quickly. Trade became very prominent in the 90s as the U.S. needed to be more aggressive in promoting its commercial interests. Since the 70s, the U.S. has gone from trade surplus to trade deficit. The benefits may be good, but they may not be outweighing the deficit that we have created. The 90s was a unique time with its technological advances as well as new statements that were created. Without the 90s, we might not have originalized as much as we have today. I know we've all heard the saying, get out with the old, in with the new, but the 90s have proven that maybe if it's not broken, don't fix it. Thank you.